Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Albert Einstein. I have a special guest this morning.
Hi, good morning.
School day, huh?
Yep.
All right. So let me get this done, and we'll get going. All right. So you got to keep moving. You got to also learn how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. It is something that I've told those guys on occasion, not necessarily him, but the other older three, that you got to be uncomfortable to grow. And I'm hearing that a lot in the vet community now, and that is a good thing, because if we just stand pat, we're not going to get anything. Life is really like riding a bicycle. It's balance and counterbalance. Yeah, you've got the bad stuff going on. You got to even out the scales and make sure you stay balanced with the good and the bad that's going on. Put some good stuff, whether it's go to the zoo, find a quiet spot and just watch nature perform. Music therapy. I talked about that a little bit yesterday. Do your own music therapy. But you've got to put the hard work in on the other side too, to try to get that to a point where it's manageable. Because if you're on the edge of the cliff, something's not manageable. And I've been there, so I know. It's a rough road if we don't grow, because we're just going to stay right where we are, and we're going to end up looking like Pigpen on Charlie Brown. Got the squiggly thing going over his head, and life stinks. It's entirely, well, not entirely. It's very much up to you on which direction you're going to go. It is your attitude and your ability to move forward. I keep talking about attitude, not in a negative sense. It's in the sense of you're going to keep going. You're going to readopt that warrior ethos that you came through basic training with, and into the fleet or your unit or wherever you are. You got to take that time to get that back, because it's still there. It's buried, but it's still there. Or you're just sick of fighting. You're going to have to get unsick of fighting and keep fighting, because once you get through this storm, life is worth it. Life is very worth it. I know that from my own battle. The victory is sometimes fleeting, and you got to keep doing the work to make it stick. And that's the hard part. You've gone through what you've gone through, and I don't denigrate anybody for whatever has happened to them, but there is still a life to live for you. There's a life to live for me, and I'm out here doing the best I can to live it to the best that I can, with what I can afford and what I can do around me. And life is not all about the money either. It is the small victories, the small pleasures of having your 8-year-old who has no clue what you're really talking about, but wants to be involved because his dad. Had I taken those bad steps way back when, he wouldn't even exist, at least not how he is now. So we've got to keep moving. We've got to get uncomfortable. We've got to get uncomfortable. We've got to put in the work to get where we want to go. So I'm going to call it there. And like I said, life is balance, counterbalance, and you got to keep moving. So please seek the help that you need, whether it's, and if you do decide to go back into your trauma, I will wrap it up, I promise. If you do decide to go back into your trauma to try to get through it, I'm not a mental health professional. I've just been through it, which does not qualify me for jack, other than saying, hey, you can do this, because I've done it, and I'm not the smartest person in the room. But you have to, if you're going to go back into it, make sure that you have the support circle you need around you, whether it is a therapist or whether it is your brothers and sisters. Don't go it alone, because it can be a very lonely and painful journey back in. So make sure that you have your squad with you, working with you. So anyway, that's now it. This has been day 1519, 22 for 22. Please stay in your fight and do not quit. If you feel like unaliving yourself, please tell yourself, not today, because you have survived 100% of your worst days thus far. So keep you and that streak alive. You've got this. You can do this. I know this because I'm watching a bunch of you do it right now, and you're doing awesome. So keep it up. Where you find this video, there's thousands of brothers and sisters with like and similar experiences that are willing to help you out. So please know that you're not alone, that you do matter, that you are worthy, and that you are important. And most of all, you are loved. Your brothers and sisters love you. They want to see you succeed. So please keep going. I'll be here tomorrow for Red Friday. A lot of stuff going on. Some unexpected things creeping up in the Pacific that I didn't foresee happening myself. But anyway, we'll see you here tomorrow. And thank you for being on my journey. Hold on. Don't shake the truck. You'll knock it over. Back up.
Oh, did you even start?
Yeah. The other guest star from this morning, say hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, young Marines. Love you. All right, let me get done. All right. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for being on my journey, and thanks for having me along on yours. And we'll see you tomorrow. Ready? It'll be 1, 2, 3, tough out. 1, 2, 3, tough out. All right, go ahead. Hit the button without knocking it over.